What's up, everybody? It's another NFT Circus. It's Saturday morning with the Krypto Kumas today and PIXYGON. We got I Make Stupid Games from PIXYGON here. And we got, of course, Crackers, TC, and Danish here. We're all here welcoming the day. And the question of the day is, real games or clickers in the blockchain gaming? So we've all seen the clickers for years. We've played the clickers. We've been part of the clickers. We've hated the clickers. So now we're more into real games, actual games to play. And we got PIXYGON here, who's actually making a real game, making really cool, fun, easy to play games that are just engaging and really cool looking. Good job, first of all, guys. I've seen some of the video footage. I was just trying to buy one this earlier, and I was having I needed you guys to walk me through how to get into.
We're actually send me your address and DM, and I will. Or if you have like a special art drop one for this, like
yeah, there is. I'll pop it in the private chat. And if you guys have any special links other than the main site, let me know. I'll pop it in here real quick.
Yeah, well, we can do 2 rounds of giveaways. We can give away 2 Crypto Kuma game packs for today.
Here we go. Ooh, here we go. I just put it in the private chat, Crypto Kumas. And if you guys have any links, pop them in there. I'll be able to bring them on stage. Now, if you guys want to share your page, I don't know if you guys have like you want to do a screen share of the gameplay or anything. We can do that as well.
Yeah, I can share that to you here as well.
Yeah, so that'd be kind of cool to see. But anyway, so Crackers, TC, Danish, what are your thoughts on the games of Wax? You've seen them all. You've played them all. You know, you've done, TC used to do a lot of stuff in Uplift where you did a lot of building, where that is an actual game, it was like Minecraft. And then, Crackers and Danish and all of us have been part of other things that are just clickers, So what are your thoughts? Crackers, let's start with you.
I'll say one thing. It reminds me of the Mega Drive games. I've seen the graphics, I've seen the gameplay, I've seen it. I was on Twitch at night, and the first thing that screams out to me is basically it's a Mega Drive game. Yeah. I don't mean that in an insulting way. I mean that in a really cool way. It's a retro. It's the step up from pixelated games. Now, I love pixelated games as well. I'm a retro gamer. I have PS5, blah, blah, blah. Don't get me wrong. I love these kind of platform games, and it is the first step that we've had, the proper step into these proper games.
Yeah.
I mean, there is games, pixelated games out there that are coming leaps and bounds, but you have now set the bar that high. It's going to be hard for other people to kind of replicate that in such a way. I mean, it screams out to me, screams like basic. You remember your Sonic on the Mega Drive?
Yeah.
Your Alex the Kid, that kind of bounce along. I've watched some of the gameplay, and nature you have to kill people, you have to stand on their head. It's the real kind of Mario thing. So you mean you're bringing the 80s in a modern way?
That's dope.
We are bringing it on the
blockchain.
Yeah,
I feel you there. I feel you there. It kind of takes me back to same way.
But that's what I mean. It hasn't been brought that kind of, as the lads saying, most games on Wax or on any blockchain are click or simulated games. Now, nothing wrong with them. Everyone likes their Age of Empires, your Civilization.
Right.
But I mean, there has to be that leap at some point to a blockchain game.
Yeah.
I think that was like I know that's one of Andre's big things is also, of course you want to integrate the blockchain, but you also at first you want a quality game. So it's like you really have to be able to strip back those layers of like what it takes to make a quality game before you figure out how you're going to integrate the blockchain. And it's like, once you make the quality game, then you can slowly, piece through as long as it's all tied in and set up for yourself. And, you kind of prop yourself up to be able to get back in and add those features and things. You know what I mean? You could continuously, update your game on levels that, look at things like, a Krypto, for example, they start off with just a little bit of stuff, and most of it is all desktop based. It's all pretty much, on the back end as well. And then they choose what they want to pick to make contract calls here and there, or to mint an NFT to send it to a person, or whatever it is. So
the cool thing is that you have your DLCs ready, because a DLC for you is going to be an NFT.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I mean, the DLC is already built there for you. You already have that accessibility on the blockchain. And I mean, the DLC is going to be a skin. Can you do levels as a DLC, as a NFT, or would that have to be?
We don't do it yet, but we're going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
what I mean. Like, you have the DLCs. I mean, everyone knows what a DLC is nowadays. Maybe a TC is a bit beyond, a bit before. Well, TC's a bit old.
Yeah.
Don't understand what DLC is. Downloadable content, TC. Okay, just to explain that to you.
Expansion packs. Expansion packs.
Expansion packs.
Expansion packs. Expansion packs.
Again,
Well,
new terminology, right?
Yeah.
But it's nice to see that some people are more focusing on games than the blockchain aspect of it. But as I've tried to explain to people making games or trying to make games for the last many years, is that everyone forgets one thing, because either they are all focused on the tokenomics aspect of the cryptocurrency they put into their game, or they're just in their game, it's a faucet system. They forget that there needs to be a drain system in their game that uses their currency to limit. Otherwise, it's going out and dumped, out and dumped. It needs to come in or be held in, be used in the game. Exactly. It needs to circulate around.
There is one game that does that already, and Rayum does that kind of thing where you earn it in the currency itself, but you have to spend it to buy the NFTs. And I presume that's what you're doing. That the in-game currency can be used to buy the NFTs, or will that be to upgrade, or what will the in-game currency be used for? Is it berries you collect? Kuma berries, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, in the Kuma game, it's berries,
Yeah,
but
the
it's
Kuma
just an
fruits.
in-game currency.
Kuma fruits is what we call them. But yeah.
But that depends on the game, and it's just an in-game currency. It doesn't leave the game. So the core of
That's also a thing.
First of all, I would like to say thank you for calling it a Mega Drive game, because that's 100% the goal. It uses the same screen resolution as the SNES and a Game Boy Advance. And we have tried to, as much as possible, go very hard into that nostalgic route. That's why the NFTs are actual Game Boy boxes and stuff, and the collector. Well, not just cartridges. You get the shrink-wrapped cardboard box, and inside of there you have the cartridge. And the collector's
What
edition.
happens if you get a fault? You have to blow on the screen really hard to get the dust off the cartridge.
There's so many people.
You only get that if you're a gamer. You'd get that joke.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you're a pro gamer, you know that damages it because you get spit inside of it. Never blow on your cartridge.
That's only if you spit when you blow. Sorry, we're getting into different conversations here, folks.
Way too much information.
That's coming up later. That's coming up later. Let's keep it on PIXYGON
after dark
until the end of the show.
Hold on, let's go over to TC. Now, TC, you've been around, seeing all the games and stuff. Now, what's your impression of the games? You've played a lot of the clickers. You've played the real games. What's your whole take on the games and blockchain?
Boring. I'm so tired of click games. I don't.
Yeah.
I got into one just recently, and I'm just
regretting it.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing. It's just so stupid.
Yeah, it gets a little complicated sometimes on the click games. And, obviously people are doing the click games to make, passive income. So that's also a little bit different. But
can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is the game, can I use a controller on it? If I'm on my laptop, on my tablet or laptop, can I actually use, that's so cool.
And it has
I'm going to buy a Mega Drive console controller now just to have the A and B and up and down. Yep. Sorry.
Okay, so this is it. Now I bought a cartridge, but do I have to log in first somewhere, or how do I?
Just hit play now.
You go ahead, just click play now right there.
Okay.
And then it'll load up the PIXYGON Micro, which is the console itself.
Very cool.
And you could choose to set it in that screen, or you see down below you can full screen it so you can see the whole console. And then you would want to go in, and if you haven't created an account already, you'd want to go to account.
Okay.
Space bar.
Space.
And then go ahead and go down to create account. And
wait, I can't show you this. Wait a second. Let me go back over here.
Yeah, go ahead. Type in your password.
Wait a second here, man.
It's all right.
You guys, man.
We wouldn't have seen it. It would have brought up stars.
I would have been rugged right here on the show. It would have been awesome. Let me get this in here. Anyway,
Just input your private keys here.
I was
That's
at Buddy's
all
house
it-
the other day, and I was showing him like I was like logging into mine. You know what I mean? And he's like, "Oh yeah, go ahead, show me your password. Show me your password." I was like, "No, it's all right. It comes up with after." So I'm good.
How's been the interaction or the feedback so far? I know it's only at what 24 hours. Is it 48 hours? 24 hours?
Oh God, I don't know. They kind of just all
Right.
mashed together at this point.
36.
But yeah, we've been getting a lot of good feedback. Like they're honestly like we've been getting a lot of good bug feedback as well. So any bugs or any support questions or anything that people see or they catch, like they've been on it as far as like like stuff that needs to get in and get adjusted. But the feedback all around, like it seems like people really been having fun with it. Like I've been doing a lot of streams with a couple different streamers the last couple nights. We did the stream with TD and Kitty a couple days ago. Which,
I think I've seen Kitty for a few minutes.
Just watching
shocked when
people
he had a big-
experience it and getting to stream it and seeing the faceplates on screen and the kind of like the different dynamic that it has. Like it definitely has a streamability to it. So and then more. It's actually here. I'm gonna send you. I'll send you a faceplate as well.
Okay, so I got
So you can see.
Yeah, I got the cartridge. I got the collector cartridge. I do got issues, man. So how do I go from there? I made the account. Hit that button right there. Okay. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong screen. There you go.
Yeah. So you made the account. You log in. Did you open your pack?
No, I don't think I did. Let me do that. Let me go to
Hit F5. F5. I saw
F5. Thank you so much for the quick IT services here on
How's
the
been
NFT
the
Circus.
reaction to the blockchain though? Oh, there we go.
What's that?
Because you did a multi-blockchain launch, so you did ETH, Tezos, and Wax, was it?
Yep.
How's the reaction been through the three blockchains? Which have you got the more kind of support from, or the biggest feedback?
Wax for sure.
I mean, definitely Wax. Yeah.
Wax.
Our main blockchain is probably always going to be Wax because I think it's way ahead of the other ones in terms of making packs and blends and doing drops and everything, and it doesn't cost twice the amount of a game to just publish stuff. So we're doing way more on Wax, and we're all of us working on it are Wax people. So it's just way more easy for us to be there. So for the Ethereum and Tesla stuff, we didn't really market at all. We all of us hate marketing. We love developing. So there was barely any marketing. Kuma did all that he could, while the rest of us were kind of like fuck marketing.
I've noticed that.
Okay, so this is the
That's
path.
all I'm going to say.
Hey, quick question, guys.
Is that the number 3 assassin Kuma Morbs?
Damn.
Which one is that one? It's 36. Number 36.
No, the model, the spinning
I
model.
have no. This guy right here.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
number 3?
71. No, that's number 71.
Oh, holy shit! I can't see for shit. Then
I was like,
let me make my-
"Geez, Kuma, I gotta get you some
full
glasses."
screen. There we go. Yeah, right. I get
Alright,
my
so
glasses
this is
on
like the
and
collector's edition where if you want to go into GameStop and you get your model, you get this, you get the DLC for free. This is you've gone for that. That's brilliant. That is, I love that kind of concept that you're actually kind of bringing it to the Wax blockchain. That you're bringing, right? If you buy the game with collector's edition, you get your this, you get your this, you get your limited edition. This, it's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, no, it's dope. So then, like what you see there, Morbs, is you'll so it has the smaller pack within it. So when you buy the collector's edition, you're obviously opening the smaller pack outside or within it, the figurine as well, 2 exclusive stickers, and then the empty game box. And the empty game box is actually it has the usability in PIXYGON Infinite, which you'll be able to like display it in your home and different things like that. And same thing with any of the game boxes, the empty game boxes that you would hold. So whether it be
all the NFTs. So the 3D model and the stickers as well will be usable in Infinite.
Got it.
So it's like with the PlayStation Home. If you remember, that was if you had a game, you could decorate your apartment as such with the bits you've earned. And
that was one of the first real metaverses, and it was so ahead of its time that it didn't take off, because today that would have like skyrocket.
100%.
Like, why don't PlayStation go ahead and re-release that? They had everything.
I think it cost them too much money. I think at the time they didn't have the. Well, no, I mean, I was on that, and I had an apartment, and I think the lobbies could hold 100 or 200 people in them.
I don't
So
think
they're
Yeah,
it's
around
really-
100, but then they got trouble. But again, you could invite them up to your apartments and blah, blah, blah. And I know people that spend thousands of Danish crowns upgrading their apartment in that game, and it's no longer a thing. Like,
I just don't think that AAA gaming honestly is willing to take the risk to try something like this. You know what I mean? So it's like, and not to say that it is a risk, but it's like, you know, they focus on what they know works. So that's why they copy and paste Call of Duty 20 times over, and you just get the same. You know what I mean? You get what you could have bought for a DLC is the same game next time, but I guess what? I can't play none of my DLC from the past games on my new game. I got, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
But then, Nifty,
so I think that being
Ubisoft are actually looking at NFTs for games.
What's that?
Ubisoft are looking at NFTs for games.
there is a couple.
I think
of
Sony has actually gotten a patent for something blockchain related as well.
And the
Core's already been doing that.
Tether network.
Yeah.
They were trying to build nodes into the upcoming PlayStations, and they got a blockchain partnership with like some blockchain, newer TH something.
And real quick, someone was asking, is this on Wax too? I know you guys are cross-chain, so can you give us a little info on that, guys?
Wax, Ethereum, and Tezos, all three. For Wax is the coolest one by far.
All right, cool. So Humble Drawing is watching. Crap, I'm late. Hey. What's up, Humble? How you doing?
And I think what you were asking earlier of like what's the reception been like as far as like cross-chain or whatever. I mean, we've definitely gotten more traction on Wax. I mean, also, you know, Wax being our primary following for the most part. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense. But we've gotten, I think, maybe 13 or so have sold on Ethereum. I know a couple have sold on Tezos as well. So, I mean, I think that it's something new especially for the Ethereum crowd and definitely for the Tezos crowd. Like, you know, they're not used to being able to have access to a video game through an NFT that they can buy on their chain. So
now, is this a limited mint or is this unlimited?
What?
The game. So the NFT to buy the game. Limited. Is this a limited mint or is it unlimited? Yeah. So like it's unlimited, yeah?
No, limited.
Oh, it is limited. So technically this can go up in value. This will go up in value.
Yes.
If it gets broadly adopted, yes. That's
the collector's edition. There's only 100 of them.
I mean, left.
Yeah, for each game release, there's only 100 of the collector's edition of each game release that we would do. So Pixel was only 100 of 100 collector's edition. Kumas, same thing. Token Girls or Nightwave Runners, which is, you know, John from Token Girls. That game also collector's edition, 100 of 100. And I mean, you also the dynamic of unopened packs versus open packs, and you know, people that get the cartridge out of the pack. But of course, if you still have, you know, a pack that's unopened, then you have that factor.
Oh, we all know the value of an unopened game.
And there is
And we actually have roles divided in our micro holders channel in the Discord to where it divides it just like that. So if you have face plates, you such and such, you get the roles, but it would divide it upon who has unopened packs and who actually has cartridges. So it's a pretty cool dynamic to see. Like, this is the way to see that collectability play out. Also, the standard editions are also limited edition technically. On Wax, there's only 1,000 copies. Is that what it is?
900. 100 is from the collector's edition.
Yeah, so only 900 available of the you said 900 of the standard edition.
$5.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, $5. Yep.
I mean,
and that's across every chain. So whether you're on ETH, Tezos, I mean, of course, ETH, you take gas into consideration as well. But $5
on ETH, then, is it?
No, the price is the same across all the chains.
No,
when
but
you
I'm
buy it
taking the
on
mick
E-
out of the gas fees. I'm saying it's about 50 quid if you put the gas fees on top.
No, I think the gas fees are like
Maybe
9 now.
But
it's not
yeah,
that bad.
there is even like face plates. Some of them was also limited.
Oh
All
my
of them are.
god, that's just bringing back my youth now. Having the 3 saves.
Here, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna copy your address here real quick, Morris, and we'll show you, bro. We'll show you how the faceplates work. I'll send
So,
you.
Danish, you mentioned the face plates, and that's something that we do in collaboration with artists. So any artist that wants can approach us, and we make a faceplate with them, where they decide the supply and the price, and then 50% of that sale goes to them and to us. So that's, and that the faceplates are right now. You have a black faceplate, which is kind of boring, not cool.
Yeah.
What? Hey, Morb. Sorry to cut you off, Anders. What's your wallet that you're logged in with? Is it the NiftyBC Morbs right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jump,
All right.
jump, jump.
That's Assassin Kuma. He's nice.
What am I
send you? I'm gonna send you a faceplate here.
Oh, he's nice. I'm supposed to get him. All right.
You're not fighting Kumas. You know?
Okay, I just went.
All right, I just sent you a faceplate, Morb. So if you want to go ahead and refresh, you could see. You could check out and then go.
Don't have to refresh. Don't have to refresh.
No, you don't have to refresh.
What do I have to do?
Go to your home screen. So press start.
Return.
Let me get the tab. Home screen. How do I get to the home? Let me do this.
Enter.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Faceplates.
Faceplates. Thank you, sir. There you go.
Oh,
now you can.
Now you could go left or right.
Oh, got it.
And those are all default ones, of course, that you could set without having to own a faceplate. Different colors and things like that. But then, there's the start of the faceplates that you could actually collect and purchase.
Those are cool. Wow.
And I mean, we've had cat stickers, Rusty.
Do I have to refresh, do you think?
Nope.
Go over one.
Okay.
Boom.
That's
why I got it. I got it. Sweet.
Boom. And it's on.
Now you can go ahead back over to like where it says the Kuma Fruit Fields.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And now if you press E, you can start picking the flowers. So the controller layout is laid out like a Game Boy. So E and Q are the left and right shoulder buttons. And space and shift are circle and cross. And now you basically collect flowers. You go up and sell them to Kasu, the merchant. Earn money, buy seeds, plant seeds, and start growing up your economy and your village.
Okay, so where do I go from here? Where should I move?
Keep going to the left until you get upon a purple Kuma.
Where's purple?
Kazu the merchant.
So all of
really
these
cool
signposts.
The parallax is really awesome on this. I like the reflections that you guys popped in here too. Really cool.
Thank you. We worked really hard on that.
Can you request on games? Because I know I want
Purple Kuma. Woohoo!
There he is. So what? Press E, I believe it is, on him.
There we go.
And then boom. Yep. That opens up the shop, and you could choose to purchase different things off of them. And then this is where it starts to get interesting.
Hit Q, and you can start selling your inventory.
Oh, really? So that. X's. There you go.
Space. So the commands, the inputs is listed right below the console if you forget it.
Cool. All right. And then how do I get out of this part right here? Close.
Space. One more time.
There you go.
And it'll go by quantity. So if you press spacebar on that and then get up or down, if you have multiple, of course it would sell.
Got ya.
There you go.
I don't know if you're noticing it, but I think it's really, really cool. But when he presses inputs on his keyboard, the inputs on the controller actually responds. So you can see like the D-pad move and the buttons move and stuff.
There we go. What happened to the? I'm in the dark now. So does it go dark? So is there a dark? Oh, so the sun comes out. Very cool. This is nice.
Yeah. So there's a day and night system.
Oh, that's super cool.
Dawn of Day.
So what did you guys use to build this? Was this a Unity project? Did you guys use Construct? What were you guys using?
This is Unity.
Very nice.
So the way it's made, when we made Pixel, we made kind of the core framework for the entire micro console. So it's basically made like a virtual console.
So
and then
simulator. Simulator? No.
Kind of.
No, it's
sort
not a
of.
simulator. It's the other one. It's the one I can't think of the word.
Emulator.
Yeah, that's the one.
Sort of.
That's
Sort of simulator.
Yes,
emulator.
that's the
Something
one.
in between.
It's not a stimulator. It's not a simulator. It's an emulator. That's the word.
Simulator. I mean, depending on what you do with your cartridge.
Hold on. I think
Going in.
Crackers Pack's going to get a little crazy. It's going to be Crackers Stimulator Pack on PIXYGON.
Sorry, dude. I seen a whole lot. Take it.
That's so funny. Hey guys,
yeah.
so let's do a quick giveaway while we're at it. Let's do one of those giveaways for actually one of those PIXYGON.
Hit $Morbs in the chats, everyone. Fast.
Hit $Morbs, guys. We got 8 people here. Let's see who's going to get it. We got 2 to give away. And we have some other NFTs I'll give away too. Right. Snaps. You got one. You won one of the packs here, one of the Kumas. And there's one more to go. Let's do another one real quick. See who's going to get the next
Let's hope
one.
no co-hosts win it.
Yeah.
If I win, draw again.
Okay.
Because I already got a collector's and a single one. So.
Okay. David and yeah, right. You won, man. You won.
Here. I just didn't make it funnier. Hang on.
I bought the game. The PC isn't loading. Oh shit.
Okay, so we're gonna do a tech service call here in 2 seconds. For the winners, hit me up on Twitter at Moors15 with your wax ID. I will get it over to you and get your prizes to you. Anyway, so if they do have problems, because mine took a little bit of time to load in, is it usually you just got to wait a second for it to totally pop in, or is there something that they can do?
Depending
the
on
first time you
browser,
just
it
have
could
to wait.
definitely be if you use Brave, the shield sometimes fucks over loading of things. So it could be depending on how
It could be. I'm using Brave, and I don't have.
I
any
normally also
issues.
don't have problems, but some people seem to have a lot
No,
of problems.
Brave has issues with the shield because we've when we had wax attacks, we couldn't load in sometimes because the shield will actually block the loading. Actually, I want to pick your brain about that one as well, just to stress you out a little bit more.
Sweet, nice. So Danish. Now you play a lot of Alien Worlds, and that's somewhat of a clicker.
Play a lot of.
It is a fucking clicker. It's not somewhat of a
like
clicker.
Alien Worlds is not a game. Alien Worlds is a faucet dial system.
There you go. So there you have it. Now, would you say that all clickers that let's bring up the most famous?
But again, looking at Alien Worlds,
or...
Alien Worlds was made by Decoco, and Decoco have EOS servers, EOS DAC servers, which was trying to build DALs on EOS for years, and nobody was interested. So they figured out that they could pack it in a game and suddenly get people kind of interested in actually doing dial systems. And it kind of works. But for like normal clickers, clickers is one thing, and I don't hate them, but there needs to be more to it because, again, it's not every time that I have time to sit and play 4 hours and compete in a game. So I like that I can be a part of the game and don't lose fully out by just clicking sometimes.
Sure.
But many people are, again, forgetting that people will cheat because people have greed. So instead of, we don't want bots in our system, make bottable paths. Like one of the greatest games I've ever seen do this is Mirror 4. And they have a full RPG game, MMO you can run around in and stuff, but they also allow you in the game to put you're just going to mine, or you're just going to fight for XP, or you're just going to... So it's going to run around and hunt or do simple missions for you, but just by itself. But there is missions in there that you need to play. Otherwise, you cannot... they're impossible to bot. And that's how you kind of do good like balancing in this, but there is way too many coming out with just clickers. And like again, Alien Worlds was one of the first actually did it good, but we also talked about like full integration of blockchain and thinking about something like Settlers or something then Prospectors. Other than Prospectors interface is really boring to look at. The whole thing behind it is so well thought out. Like the balance between if you have too many stones in the game, the price on the market goes down, and all that combined so that you can take currency out, but all the currencies in games like the fruits and berries are in-game currencies, but it all balance out in the ecosystem depending on how many people produces different assets.
Yeah, there's a new game
but the interface again is boring to look at because there's nothing going on when you click. You don't see the men going or them building or anything. It's just you wait. And
What were you saying, TC? What were we bringing up?
I'm actually in a new game that's just like Prospectors. It's called Empire Duels. Same principle. It's boring to look at, but it has all that stuff in the background, like Danish just mentioned.
Then we got like Wax's Toronto studios. They have 2 games now, and they're still kind of clickers, and so good point.
That's like the bad part when you look at it. Alien Worlds came out 2.5, almost 3 years ago, and was a clicker, and is still a clicker, but has built their DAO, opened their DAO, has continued. Sure. Wax has a game studio, and waits 2 years. And comes out and makes.
Sorry, my bad.
Exactly, but it's.
Exactly and that's now. Do you think they should have waited to even present any of that stuff? Because to me, my personal opinion is like they should have had a far more thought out, playable action game before 100%. They even, especially.
Can I ask Kumas on Stupid? Did you get any backing from Wax Labs or any financial help on this, or was this all out of your own fucking pocket?
Yep.
Right. See, there's the problem for me. Is the pure fact that they'll back stupid fucking click wrestling games that have nothing, and then you have these games
they don't
that
back them, they make them.
Are bringing the concepts to the fucking Wax. They're probably leading the way in blockchain gaming on a whole, where they're not clickers. You're sitting there, you can have a controller, you can play, go side to side, but yet they're not backing these. They'll rather back fucking Tom fucking. Mac Bobby here, that's a friend of Wax, that you can create this great figure that we can get millions of pounds in fucking NFT sales, but we'll do jack shit for the people who want to play.
Well, that's the other thing too. Those ones make the money. That's the other thing too. It's like I'm not gonna. I remember seeing
this is something to bring the community people into.
Yes, 100%.
Gamers.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. But I'm saying like. Isn't it funny though that the other side of it though is that these people did make big money? Some of those early flippers on blockchain, I remember seeing those big whale sales for like $60K on some of those NFTs. I was like, "What the hell is going on?"
Again, if anyone here is willing to give PIXYGON a $10,000 promotion grant to promote on Twitter, Facebook, so on, I guarantee you that this game is gonna make money.
Yep.
This will. That's what I'm trying to say. This, what you have there. It's the best capability of a blockchain game at this second. You have the capability of bringing the Mega Drive, reviving the Mega Drive as an NFT, as multiple games as NFTs. And I'm wondering how many of the IPs?
IPs, yeah.
I'm trying to think the word.
Brands.
Say the games that were created in the 80s and 90s, like Desert Storm, Golden Beast, Rampage, which lads, come on, we need to get a Rampage game going.
Yeah.
If you haven't played Rampage, it's basically TC on the side of a building, knocking the shit out of it. But
I love Rampage.
I mean, you tell me where you can go buy a game for £5.
Yeah.
Nowadays. And all right, you get a mobile game for £5, but then you get in-game ads, you'll get this, that, and the other. You won't get a gameplay for more than 2 minutes without, oh well, to get an extra life, watch this video. To get an extra 500 coins, watch this video. You want to slit your wrists? This is the video show you how to do it.
But I mean, like the micro itself is literally like just the first. It's just the first generation of products. Like it has so many more layers behind it that haven't even got stepped into yet. Like it's It's insane. And I mean, that's not to like, you know, sit here and like toot our own horns, but like just as far as other than when I got the role as a community manager, I was looking at PIXYGON from like a consumer standpoint. Like I fell upon the Discord, seeing who was in it, seeing who the team was. And I was like, you guys got to be kidding me. I'm like, does anyone know about this? Like, it's just over here. And we're just, no one like, so I don't know, 6 months ago or whenever it was that I fell in with them. I was just hyped about what it looked like it was going to be. And it like they weren't tweeting, they weren't pumping it or promoting it. Like, you know what I mean? They just seemed like they were just low key, like, no, we're cool. Like, we'll just build.
But they're the products that people want to look at. It's not the products that come join us, you'll make a fucking killing, but we're going to rug pulleys in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, and we don't support any market manipulation or wash trading. So that helps. You know, that definitely helps the product as well. So
now you guys also have collab stuff going on, faceplates and probably games down the road. And that's a cool part of your project as well, is that it's not just centered around what you guys are coming up with just like Pixio, but you've now gone to Crypto Kumas. I've seen some other faceplates for Broken Dolls, some other people. So explain to me what you guys got planned with that.
First of all, with the faceplates, we're going to do more faceplates naturally and just keep collabing. We have several that are ready to go, and I think the faceplate stuff is just an awesome thing to do. And you're going to see more of the cross chain stuff. So we're going to drag in more from Ethereum and Tezos, and more blockchains down the road. So for sure we're going to do that. And as you said, games, we have 2 games that are in the works, 2 more micro games that are in the works.
Micro machines.
One. Not micro machines. It's Token Girls.
Oh, I'm not knocking it.
It's going to be.
This is my generation, mate. You are not knocking me whatsoever. I have a Sega Mega Drive somewhere or a Master System somewhere. They're really big nowadays. You won't believe the secondhand value. I have a Super Nintendo with I have the Super Mario game, the original Mario Kart, and you see the original Mario Kart and you put it against their game. The Mario Kart looks older. The Mario Kart looks aged. What they have done there is they've revived. They brought the colors, the vibrance of the colors into the game. It looks modern, but looks like a Mega Drive game. And this is what I don't mean to offend you when I call it referring to it as a Mega Drive game, or if you want to keep it as a Super Nintendo game, or because
I'll take it all, bro. Just throw it all in the Super Nintendo, all of it. Yeah, let's.
You're describing it exactly
like, the capabilities, and like you look at some of the projects out in wax. And the games that you could do with the characters they have, the stories you could do, the backstories. I mean, it's so amazing. Like, is there a point where you just kind of go, right, we've done a Kumas now. Is there going to be Kuma 2? Is there... Like, I mean, what's the hours to kind of ask how long it took you to make this?
2 months for the Kuma game.
And how many levels is there in it?
It's just one big level, but
one big. So it's technically an open world, but not open world.
Yeah, sort of.
The Kuma game was meant to kind of be like open world style. The Pixio was like a level based platformer, if you will. You know what I mean?
It's our version of Mario. It was the pitch. So the Pixel game is 12 levels spread across 4 worlds. Yeah, that was also 2 months. So we're trying to use 2 months for all the games. But since we're building on top of the system, everything goes faster and we can focus more on polishing and quality and improving that. So I think with the Kuma game, we had so much to work with. Like you have a weather system in the Kuma game. All of that was just lifted straight from Pixel and improved upon.
Nice. And they used to restrict the space of the size of the game. So generally you had the Master System had 8-bit, Mega Drive had 16-bit. Are you restricted to the size of what you can do within the game?
Technically, no, but because I'm stupid, we do it anyway.
It's in the name.
You make stupid games, right? It's in the name.
The Kuma game, every single art asset of that is one single texture. It's a 2K texture. So it's one big sprite sheet, which I think that's super cool. Like this is all the graphics. So I think the Kuma game is like 10 megabytes. Just the Kuma game, really and it's not optimized, so we can go even further on optimizing and doing stuff.
Now, when are you guys planning to make this an app? at any point? Are you guys moving towards that direction? So it's a full app only on a phone kind of thing?
It's WebGL, so you can technically play it on your phone, but
Okay.
we don't have touch enabled controls yet.
Gotcha.
So you can't play it, but you would be able to. But I think if you have a PlayStation controller connected to your phone, you can play it on your phone now.
Oh, very cool. Oh, that's pretty cool.
And we have people playing it on Steam Deck as well.
Nice.
And the thing with the WebGL, the way we've done it, we can embed it into any website. So all of you could have your own
wow.
variant of it playing on your website.
Very cool.
So we're going to improve that even more as well. And since we have the account system, I'm going to start uploading the save data to your account, so you can start playing Kuma on the PIXYGON.io site. Close it, go to Kumas website, and continue off on your save there.
Oh wow, cool.
And in terms of mobile app, yes, but not the micro.
Gotcha. Yeah, something else. What is he up to? We'll find out.
I told you, there's layers. There's like mad layers.
No way. So what's the
would
next
you look
plan?
at Steam, or would you release this on Steam or like that? Just out of curiosity. Would you ever try to release selling these games on Steam?
It's kind of tempting because the thing is, I think we could probably sell way more on Steam if it wasn't NFT stuff. Because like
they have a NFT problem, they have a crypto problem on Steam at the moment. So
and I think like there's just 10,000 of the game, and like on if you go to like real gamers on Steam, that's like nothing if you sell that. But so it's kind of tempting, but I believe in blockchain to do this. That's why we're doing it on blockchain, and we'll keep doing it on blockchain. And I think like down the road, there's going to be way more benefits to doing it on blockchain. So, and in a way, what we're kind of building is kind of using the blockchain to have it as a decentralized version of Steam, in a way. So yeah.
Now, do you guys have a currency that you're going to attach to this that would be tradable, or is this only going to be in-game and like leaderboards? Are you guys going to do rewards through leaderboards? How are you guys going to be incentivizing?
We're going to do leaderboards, which are going to be a bit advanced and cool, I think.
Nice.
If we're going to do NFTs, the first things would be something like a trophy system. That we're going to start working on very soon, similar to how the PlayStation and Xbox has their trophy system.
Oh, so there's going to be platinum trophies? They drive me fucking mad. Excuse the French.
I love it.
That's because you're not a real gamer. Otherwise,
hang on. Saints Row 3. I planned that bitch.
Yeah, everyone. Come on.
Saints Row.
I'm part of the 1% that actually completed GTA 5.
You sad bastard.
I love the idea of like platinum and just trophies in general, but what always annoyed me is that you can't. It's stuck inside your PlayStation in a way. Like you can see it on your PlayStation account. I always wanted a trophy system that was shared between everything. So that's kind of what we're trying to force through with the micro.
So what?
It's definitely a thing we use.
The dynamic to the fact of where they are rare and limited. It once they sell out of the drop, you think the power is literally in the holder's hands at that point. So it's like if you're talking, let's say 3 years down the road, you have people looking for game packs or cartridges, but they've sold out on drop. The only people that are going to be benefiting are the one, are anyone that's holding one of the standard
early
packs.
Buyers.
Which kind of adds that element of avoiding the GameStop and things so it kind of turns us into our own exchange, because if you choose to say, hey, I want to trade my game or I want to sell it or whatever, you can go and do so freely and not have to get charged an arm and a leg, or you get to set your price. So I think that's like a cool dynamic too that we're seeing play out.
I can say that I'm a disgruntled GameStop employee. And when you buy a second-hand game on GameStop, first of all, the person that sold the game to GameStop, they get almost nothing.
Yeah, get like $2, right?
They get ripped off.
Totally.
Oh yeah, I've seen worse. I've seen way worse. And when GameStop resells it, they get 100% of the profit, meaning that the game developers don't get anything.
Exactly.
That's a racket. I didn't know
That
that.
the same with
Yeah, right,
CDs.
right.
Like that's why royalties are so important for the space
Yeah.
because like why do companies need to push out new stuff all the time? Because that they cannot live off the things they did, even though they love the things they did. They sold it already. Now
that's
it's
why
out there.
DLCs. That's why DLCs got so big. Is because
Exactly. And
that's
like
why they keep money going.
I have a question here for I Make Stupid Games. If you were to do a collab or a new game for another project, and they might want to do some kind of reward integrated with their game in the micros, would that be possible?
It's possible, but
Of
we would
course, it's
probably
possible.
say
But would
no.
you be?
We would limit it extremely and make sure that it's good and it doesn't break anyone's bank. But it is possible. We have done it before with other stuff.
Okay.
So we'll see. We might loosen up a bit on the rules, but first now we want to make great games and focus 100% on that before we start minting NFTs and stuff.
Oh yeah, it was more on the fact if a project you collab with build a game for, they already have a currency or something they want to give out to the users playing X amount of levels or whatever in your game.
If anything, we would probably integrate that like NFT based. So if they do have some kind of reward system that's NFT based reward system, then stuff like that could definitely be integrated for sure. Or well, I mean, based upon what Anders would feel. But like you said, we're trying to limit it as much as possible right now. Obviously, looking into different features of adding the NFTs into consideration with things like skins and DLCs and all those different types of stuff. So the blockchain integration related stuff with the micro itself is definitely coming. But yeah, just want to get our feet firm first before we start digging into all those levels of things.
Question from a dev standpoint, because I know I have a lot of friends that been trying to make games with Wax. How hard was it to interact with Wax and get it working back and forth, talking correctly? Was it a hard experience, or was it what would need to improve to get more people involved with adding Wax as a blockchain connection?
If you do it on WebGL, it's not hard at all.
Got it.
Then it's very open. If you do it in anything else than WebGL, then you're fucked. That's the Wax Cloud wallet that is fucked. The Anchor wallet is not that, because it just shows a screenshot. So the Anchor wallet was super easy. But yeah, Wax Cloud wallet is ass. I haven't tested the new one yet. I will soon, maybe. And yeah, we'll see. But from what I've seen so far, it doesn't seem to have been improved, and that's all because you're required to have the pop-up. Because doing a pop-up when you're in a game is very hard.
Can I ask a question? Will there be costumes for Krypto Kuma as DLCs or as NFTs? That's a yes. I can see from the smirk.
They're gonna put that in his head. He's like, it's hiding it.
No, but I mean, it doesn't have to be an expensive DLC, because I mean, you think of an average DLC now for any top game is 15 to 16 to 20 quid.
Like, was the game expensive? It was 5. So, like, do you think a DLC is going to cost you 500?
Probably be, as far as and this is not 100%, but rather probably no more than what you paid for the game. So $5 for the DLC. I mean, that's on Anders at that point. But once again, not something that we've dug into and fully discussed yet. So, but you would think that you shouldn't necessarily have to, or but let's say $5 to $10 at the most. But I think that that's a fair price. So I mean, we'll see. But
I mean, if it's going to finance a new game, or if it's going to keep the developers at the company, it's well worth it. I mean, the problem is you aren't being financially backed by Wax, which is wrong. I mean, why someone from Wax hasn't come out, or Atomic Shithub, come out and kind of said, look, we want to help you, we want to build these up. These are one.
I think the way that I try to handle it from the marketing end or from the promotion end or from the dude that's like, feet on the ground running with everyone. I look at it that if we make enough noise and provide enough quality, they'll come to us when the time is due. You know what I mean? Like that, like we see what's we see how everything else easily fades and how
I have a thing to say on that though. Because maybe they come to you or they come to their friend and copy you. We just saw that happen recently.
Oh?
Waxstyle build a lot of good shit. Instead of backing Waxstyle, they back Weekend because
the nice thing about it is that I think like we don't have to expect anything from that. You know what I mean? Like we honestly don't expect anything. We build according to as if we'll never get $1 from anyone. You know what I mean? And
that is the way to go because like in the end of things, you cannot rely on anyone here by other than yourself. If you want something done right, you need to do it yourself. And if you have that mentality, you will.
To see get backed.
But
I'm not saying you
as you know, Kuma, I've worked with Alien World for a while, and the DAO system there, you could do a proposal to get PIXYGON somewhat sponsored with a grant from there, or Wax Labs. You could do that, and you could wait a little or do it after this because you're already done 2 games and a beta show off of the main game. Which kind of gives you the, hey, we have done shit. We are not just looking at, hey, give us money so we might be building something in the future and then running off.
Right.
You already have delivered
the nice
something
thing is everything
value.
is pretty well mathed out to where once we get momentum and get moving, the business can sustain itself. Yeah. So it's like we really don't necessarily need to pinpoint and focus too much on those things. We need to focus on getting more momentum. You know what I mean?
I love the way you're doing it. Also, just saying that the possibilities are there without feeling like you're asking too much. You can put it out there if people like. There is 6 planets on Alien Worlds, and there is Waxstyle, and there is Pomelo grants. Like just integrating this into a EOS, which then brings you able to go on to Pomelo grants for grants is pretty damn easy because EOS Wax. I think we're going to do another giveaway. And after that, I'm going to change over to a dark subject. But we need to discuss it on air.
we gotta do it quick though, because I gotta get to the store, man. I got a big
exactly.
So, all right. So anyway, we're going to draw for Duck Blob's Wax Ham. It's packaged for you. Nice loaf of wax ham. Here we go. Let's see.
Right before the stream here is going ham. So let's see.
Exactly. Snaps, he's hitting hard today.
Nice.
Double hit today. Snaps. There you go, man. There you go. You get another one. You get Duck Blob's Wax Ham. So hit me up on Twitter and I'll send it on over to you. So get to your dark subject. As we enter, we should change the background to something dark here. Let's change it to a darker background.
TC's bedroom.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, we'll just go with that. Okay, chaos. The mood has been set. Go ahead, Danish. You have your platform. You have 5-10 minutes. Go for it. Let's hear it.
Like as many might have been seeing over the last couple of weeks, there has been a lot of problems with the project Blowjob Token, and the original team has been fighting a lot. One of our original co-founders have gone full on rogue, tried to cut us out of the Twitter, which then have led us to he even personally attacked me and my ex-girlfriend from the Twitter account to try to force us, the remaining team, the staked board members, to actually go in. And we have a Stake Your BJ's smart contract where you need to have a minimum stake to have voting rights in our board of directors. And even our co-founder here don't have the stake delegation and thought he could do things which the rest of the team kicked him out for, like he should. He don't, like, everyone should be staked to the same rules. And But yeah, that has been called us out on Twitter and other things to try to shatter and talk shit about me and Snappy and Doge, even though that everything that ever has been done from the project is fully transparent and we have been showing proof of everything and it's all there. But he has taken the official BJ token account over with force. So we have now made a new one, BJ blowjob token _IO. And we have moved the web domain to the same blowjobtoken.io because that he owned the web domain and he had the phone number connected to the Twitter account. So we have been locked out of that. So everyone that is out there, that is how it's going. That is how it's looking. And we are not going anywhere. Whatever that profile is saying right now, do your own due diligence. But we are here. And the new one is blowjobtoken _IO. The website is blowjobtoken.io. And yeah.
There you go. You've heard it first. The blowjobs are serious here in Cryptoville. There's a lot of hardness in
There's no swallowing that.
Again, and maybe I should end it off with, because there's maybe a couple of people in the audience that don't know what blowjob token is. Blowjob token is a meme with benefits that goes to give 60% of all profits that the project makes to charities to help stop illegal sex trafficking and help legal sex workers. So with that, again, check it up, do your own due diligence, and
there you have
we are
it.
not going anywhere.
Yeah, so it sucks when stuff happens like that between founders, man. But it's okay. You know, things move on. I hope everything stays on the up and up for everyone. You know, so that just sucks. Sucks that I had to go through that, man. I'm sorry, but you know, when something to do with the blowjob token, we got to talk about blowjobs, right? We got to talk about the blowjob token. So there you go. But anyway, so that's going to bring it to the end, guys. I got to run to the shop. We have a big sale today at the shop, so I got to get out of here. But it was fun talking to you guys. Thank you, PIXYGON. Thank you, Krypto Kumas, for coming on and sharing all the stuff. Come back and update us in a couple months when you guys probably have 7 or 8 more games on your platform, which is going to be awesome. You guys are moving super fast. Anyway, Crackers, TC, Danish, another one, man.
Talk to you.
Until next week. All right, see you guys.